Thursday afternoon, you know what that means. It's time for the back nine from Ask a PGA Pro on the Jason Sokol Show. Yeah, didn't get to a lot of stuff. Got to rattle through this pretty quickly. We talked about Tiger, so we're good there. Sergio Garcia, he won over there in Spain. Having a pretty good year, right? Wins the Masters, wins the event that the Sergio Garcia Foundation's hosting, gets married, got a little baby on the way. I'm feeling good for Sergio. Good job, buddy. Really weird thing happened over on the KLPGA Tour. I know a lot of you follow the KLPGA Tour, the Korean Ladies PGA Tour. But there was a ruling controversy where some players got penalized because they marked their ball and their ball was really on the fringe, but it was, they thought it was on the green. And then all of a sudden when they got the penalty, other players stopped there like, hey, we may have done that too. And then some players were like, well, that's not fair. They should get a penalty. And then other players were like, no, no one should get a penalty. And then the rules officials were like, you know what? Nothing. We're canceling that round. We're starting over again tomorrow. Let's try it again. That's crazy. Canceling an entire round of golf based off of if you were or were not allowed to mark your green or mark your ball if it was or wasn't on the green. That was crazy. So love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Scott McCarron got a bad penalty, took a drop in the senior event, and then actually dropped his club, which bumped his golf ball, and unfortunately had to put it back. One shot penalty, and he took it out on his driver, which is the club that he dropped, onto his ball to get that penalty. So I feel bad for his driver, not so much for him. You got to hold on to your club. Sang Moon Bae made his return to the PGA Tour. Bae is back, and he served his mandatory military service time as a Korean-born male. And Sung Yul No actually announced that he'll be starting his up here in the near future. And I kind of got to thinking, I'm like, there's not a lot of places that still have mandatory military sentences, so I looked it up. It seems like Israel, North Korea, Finland all have required military service. Get this, for both men and women. North Koreans getting a little crazy. But there's a lot of other countries that actually still required it, and there's still a lot of countries that have drafts that you can still be drafted in that. So we're thankful here to all the armed men and women, armed forces of our country here. Thank you for volunteering and creating a safe country for us to live in. So thank you guys all to that. Northern Ohio PGA had their fall meeting. David Champagne, Firestone Country Club, Golf Professional of the Year, way to go. And Tom Waitrevich and Rod Johnston. Rod Johnston was the former pro, retired at Portage Country Club. Waitro is at Lakewood. They got inducted to the Hall of Fame. Definitely worthy honors. We actually talked about the girls' state championship Division I results, but not the boys. Boys Division I, Dublin Jerome. We don't care who that they won because they're not from around here. But Green, the team of Green, third place overall. Good job, boys. But how about this? Max Moldovan, representing here in Northeast Ohio, rounds of 76-68, finishing the tournament even par, and is your state champion for the boys Division I golf. So congrats, Max. Good job. Won by 3. Well played. 68 on that second round. And, maybe that's it. So that's all I got. If you guys have any questions, comments, make them below. Subscribe. No one's going to subscribe, but I got to say it because of other YouTube videos that I watch. People say that. So I will see you back next week on Wednesday for Ask a PGA Pro. And until then, keep tweeting, keep golfing, and let's get some rounds in before the snow flies.